We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the home opener of this new season between the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Detroit, center fielder Gerard Dyson.
And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. Well, Harold, as we take a look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Here's Justin Upton now.
Number 8, Justin Upton.
First offering on its way. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. And the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Russell has it. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning. In now is Anthony Rendon. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. That's a hit, the first of the new campaign for Detroit. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Taylor's got it. Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Fielder David Dahl.
This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off. Digging in the switch hitter, number 8, and he's ready to take his first cuts. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. He's running towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
I like the pitch right there. Got it to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Here's Mark Reynolds.
Batting third, first baseman Mark Reynolds.
He's set, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dyson on the run. 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready now, Pablo Sandoval. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. The 0-1 pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. 0-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss got him reaching. He makes the throw to first, 2 down. Here's Addison Russell. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
Russell.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Now the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. That's wide. 2-0. Slow bouncer to the right side. That winds up foul. 2 out here and a runner at second. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. In now, Cole Calhoun. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels.
Right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And this is fouled back and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Here's Adrian now.
First baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
And he'll try and tempt him with 1 in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Fouled back. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a swing and a miss by Gonzalez as he comes up empty, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7.
At the plate, James McCann. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fouled off into the seats behind first. 2 out, nobody on. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him. You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So stepping in, Darwin Barney. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Oh, and Montero can't squeeze it as it gets away. And that'll move the runner up to second as it takes away the double play possibility. Here it comes, 1-0. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside, like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
And the pitch on 2-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball, and then that nasty curveball. It's almost unhittable, almost unfair to the hitter.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning.
Second baseman, Chris
the pitch.
Taylor.
Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
Outside, 2-1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. Fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 1-1. Here it comes. And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. At the plate, Cole Hamels will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Pitch on the way. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
I don't know what was going on with him in the first inning. He had a bad first inning. This looks like a totally different pitcher here in the second. Really starting to settle in. Really starting to throw strikes.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rendon into shallow left, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Justin Verlander. 9-1-2 due up.
The pitcher number 35, Justin Verlander.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
The center fielder number 1.
Ready for another chance. Gerard Dyson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A changeup floats outside here for ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball. 2-0 count. Here it comes. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Due next is Justin Upton as he gets loose in the on-deck circle. Called strike two, and now it's full 3-2. One out, nobody on. And he looks at ball four now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Left fielder number 8.
Striding in once again, Justin Upton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way to Upton. Dyson off for second. And this is going to be a foul ball. Runners on first with one down. Runner going a second time. A pitch out. The throw. And they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen. Base. Nick Castellanos will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury. A 1-1 now to Upton. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And another foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. Runner goes for third. Pitch inside. The throw. They put the tag on, and he is out at third. Bases are empty here with two men out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, that pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with two strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
He'll try it again, 3-2. On the eighth pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Dahl. He'll get us going in the home. Half of inning number 3. Here comes the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And he misses with a high changeup that time, a dangerous pitch. Well, he just threw that fastball by him. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
The payoff pitch one more time. Another one sent foul. Payoff pitch one more time. Line drive to left. Upton has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Digging in for his second at bat, number 8. Switch hitter batting left here. First pitch on its way. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in for a base hit, his second in his many trips to the plate. So striding in, Mark Reynolds. He flew out in his last at bat. First pitch coming, here it is. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
That's a big pitch right there in this situation. I may see him come back with that. This hitter's so amped up, ready to go. Nice job of pulling the string.
And that gets through for a one-out base hit. Digging in, Pablo Sandoval. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rendon. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Anthony Rendon.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Here's Hamels back at it now as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1.
That's a bad approach right there. Look, you may get that pitch later in the at-bat. If you're going to take a swing first pitch, it's got to be a ball you can drive, and that was not the pitch.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Pops this one up. Calling for it, Reynolds. 1 away. Settling in now, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Dahl going back on it at the track. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting,
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now here's the pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Don't speed up his bat here, Matt. 2 fastballs, he blew right by him. I would have to come right back with another fastball. Let's see what he does.
Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
first baseman.
Here's Adrian now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
And this is going to be a foul ball. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Russell onto the grass. And that's the 3rd out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Addison Russell. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
At the plate, Ben Zobrist. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. Digging in now, Chris Taylor looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there, 1-2.
Well, no surprise on that one. That's the classic slider down the way, trying to get him to chase on that 0-2 pitch.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Now to the plate, Miguel Montero. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball inside, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Popped up. Rendon has a play. Stepping into the box, Cole Hamels. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Here it comes, 1-0. And this is going to be a foul ball. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Into the box now, James McCann. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
The catcher, number 34, James McCann.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Russell charging this one. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Now at the plate, Darwin Barney. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, I don't know if that was a great take or he was just flat out full, because that curveball was really close. What a great pitch with 2 strikes.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Into the box, Justin Verlander comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Bounce towards the mound, but a foul ball, 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutouts.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Standing in, David Dahl. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
David Dahl.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle. Charlie. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Again, he sends it out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Another 0-2 home. Pulled toward right center field. Calhoun patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Digging in and looking for more, number 8. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. Here's Mark Reynolds. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. On its way is pitch number 75. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. The relay throw, and he'll scramble back to first safely. Here's the Panda now, Pablo
batting, the
Sandoval.
third baseman,
He started
number
out the evening 0
48,
for 2 so far.
Pablo Sandoval.
Verlander pauses. First pitch on its way. Dribbled to the right side. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. Nick Castellanos now. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the sixth.
Number 9, Nick Castellanos.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Now the pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
I don't know what he was looking for right there, but man, he got a piece of that changeup and was able to foul it off. But that's a ball sitting right there for him to hit, and he was late with it. So I don't know what he's looking for. Looking for something harder, probably.
The left fielder, number
Digging
8,
in once again, Justin Upton.
Upton.
He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Well, they haven't had a real good game plan. That's a lot of balls they're swinging at out of the zone, helping him out. And there's a sign of another one out of the zone, helping the pitcher out. Got to know your zone. You want to have a chance.
I got to say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Throw gets him, 2 down. In now is Anthony Rendon. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Rendon.
First pitch on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
The 2-1 on its way. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Looped over toward first, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. Here's Addison Russell. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance.
Addison
Russell. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from you. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Calhoun has a read on it. 1 down. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard toward the right side. And this is past Adrian down the line. A fair ball. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Striding in once again, Chris Taylor.
And we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Well, Matt, we'll see how this works out, but I think they figured with the righty coming up, it was worth sticking with them to keep the matchup advantage in their favor here.
Here comes the 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Castellanos sprinting after it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Ready once again, Miguel Montero. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Ready for another shot now. Paul Hamels trying to keep things going now with a runner at first. Kyle Schwarber is going to grab a bat now and hit for the pitcher Hamels. And now K-Rod Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Here it comes, 1-0. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Well, you wouldn't have expected this kind of at bat out of him, but he's fought himself right back with an opportunity now to really drive in 2 runs.
3-0 now. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Hit to first. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Oliver Perez. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage. When he is on, that slider is one of the best pitches in all baseball. That's why he's so tough to those lefties.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Cole Calhoun.
First pitch of the at-bat. Cole Calhoun swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Oh, that was a tough pitch to lay off of. He took this hack at that slider. He thought it was going to be over the plate, and it just kept running away.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adrian Gonzalez. He comes in. For 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Now Gonzalez awaits the 1-0. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The look by Perez. Now the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Digging in now, James McCann. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there. Ready with the 0-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now
Digging
batting,
in to try it again. Number 8. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch changeup, chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
On the ground up the middle. Barney ranging up the middle. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. Digging in and looking for more. Mark Reynolds. Last time through was a base hit. Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos giving chase, and that's the third out. Into the box now. Darwin Barney. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
Shortstop, Darwin Barney.
Justin Grimm has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
52, Justin Grimm.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Justin Verlander.
Michael Conforto will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Verlander. Number 30, Michael Conforto.
This is skied into short left center. Waiting on it, the left fielder. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Nick Castellanos now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Castellanos.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Zobrist makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Alex Wilson is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Alex Wilson.
Coming to the plate now, Pablo Sandoval. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Baseman, Pablo Sandoval.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Down the first baseline. Gonzalez has got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Addison Russell, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Russell.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. The pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right by him.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
The right fielder, number 18.
Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Barney ranging into the outfield, and that ends the inning. Here's Justin Upton now. No hits in 3 tries so far.
Detroit.
He's struck out once.
Fielder, Justin Upton.
First pitch on its way to Upton. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball. Andrew Miller comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 24, Andrew Miller.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now it's 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Russell able to tuck this one in for out number 1.
Third baseman, number 7.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by him. So now what do? You spread out, use your hands, and try to be as quick as you can when you see that ball get released out of his hand.
And, Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Got him to go down swinging there. Anthony Rendon is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Daniel Murphy is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get in the more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
It can be tough to lay off a high fastball like that because right at your eye level, it looks like it's so easy to hit, and then it's by you.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Now batting.
Standing in, Cole Calhoun. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch, I don't know how you swing at that pitch. Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think...
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. And, fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Cole Hamels. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player. Detroit Rock City and Comerica Park on a Thursday night edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Detroit Tigers. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Here's Chris Owings now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight for Arizona, shortstop Chris Owings.
Underway in Motown as the first pitch of the night misses. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Therefore it is Borges, and he's got it for the first out. Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for two. And he is in at second base with a one-out double. A man at second with one down. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Ball one.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
And he misses low with it, 2-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. To 2-2 now.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Jake Lamb.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Jake Lamb is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two. Has a look. Now the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. So stepping in, Yoenis Cespedes, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a two-out hit. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double. Now at the plate, David Peralta. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And not in time as the run scores. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Set to deal on a ball and two strikes. Oh, almost caught looking to end the inning, but it's called ball, 2-2. And that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit. Peralta rounds third and is digging for the plate. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. And up next will be Brett Nicholas. He represents the 8th man to bat here in the first with 4 runs already on the board. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen. Just
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Here's Peter Borges standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading off
first.
for the Tigers, right fielder, Peter Borges.
Way late on the fastball for strike one. Now, Harold, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, and I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
First pitch on its way to Upton. Pitch is popped up. Calling for it, Story. 2 down. Here's Daniel Murphy now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. Cespedes is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Digging in, Oswaldo Arcia. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Designated hitter, Oswaldo Arcia.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Owings. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early.
Calhoun patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jeremy Hazelbaker. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Arcia is on his way home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Ready for another chance? Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Paul Goldschmidt.
He's set. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
That is power versus power. Here it is. Here's my best fastball. I'm going to get it up in the zone. I dare you to hit.
Chasing after it is Borges. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Jake Lamb. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Masterful job of changing eye levels. A fastball up and in, and then a curveball down and away. It's got him in a little bit of a rocking chair situation. I'm curious what he'll throw here. Oh, man, I think he thought he's going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Also striding in, Anthony Rendon.
Leading off
And
for
they
the
are
Tigers,
squarely into chip-away
baseman,
mode. Looking at a 6-0 deficit already in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
Tell you what, having a big lead early, sometimes that's not always the best thing. But I think what you got to do is still focus on one at bat, one pitch at a time, and not allow a big inning coming at you.
Story backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Cole Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Oh, that was a tough pitch to lay off of. He took this hack at that slider. He thought it was going to be over the plate and just kept running away.
And he struck him out. Ready now, Michael Conforto. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Conforto.
Swinging a soft liner. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And from deep in the hole, he got him. What a play. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Upton going back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Into the box now, David Peralta. He was able to plate 2 with a base hit in his first appearance. And he lays off there 1-0.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. That was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hit in the air to center field. Calhoun is right there, 1 down. Stepping into the box, Trevor Story. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Rendon over to his left. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Striding in once again, Brett Nicholas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So with that, the top of the 3rd inning will continue. At least 1 more batter. Here's Oswaldo Arcia. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. And now a stoppage here as a balk has been called. And that could wind up being a costly one as it'll move that base runner into scoring position now with 2 away. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
Hey, this is exactly what you do with the scrappy 9 hitter. He's almost like another leadoff guy. He's battled himself right back into this at bat now with 2.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Now to the plate, Nick Castellanos. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First pitch on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Cespedes racing back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Stepping up now, James McCann.
James McCann.
The pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Here comes Peralta. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Darwin Barney. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Digging in once again, Chris Owings.
Leading
He's
off for
0 for 2
Arizona.
thus far in this one.
Shortstop, Chris Owings.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Murphy will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. Bats here with a double and a triple on his line in this one. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Ready for another shot
First
now.
baseman, number
Paul
44.
Goldschmidt. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Goldschmidt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. This ball will be chopped foul. Runners on first with 1 down. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
The batter,
Jake
third
Lamb
baseman,
standing in now.
Jake
A hit in
Lamb.
2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Here's the 1-1. Ripped on the ground to first. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Here's Peter Borges standing in. He's
Leading
0
off
for
the
1
fourth
thus
inning.
far.
right fielder, Peter Borges.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a flare out toward right center. In comes Hazelbaker. That's a hit. The first of the game for the Tigers. Here's Justin Upton now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball 1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
A 1-1 now to Upton. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a throw over to first. Nobody out, runner on first. Runner goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
The batter.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Murphy.
First pitch on its way. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. Now in the box, Anthony Rendon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it 7-1 now.
Now batting.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hazelbaker's under it. And the inning is over. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Barney takes it in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Ready once again, David Peralta. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Here he is, falling behind. Another hitter. 2-0 count. You continue to put him in hitters' counts, you're going to continue to get burned.
3-0 now. Ruled a strike on the outside corner. 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Ranging back is Borges. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. Stepping up to the plate, Trevor Story. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Hit hard back up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And up next will be Brett Nicholas. 1 in, 1.
Brett Nicholas.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Barney for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
Swing and a looper to left. Lamb ranging into the outfield. He can't get to it. This one's down. Nick Castellanos now comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Nick Castellanos.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this is fouled at the plate. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Now at the plate, James McCann. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
James McCann.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Standing in, Darwin Barney. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Darwin Barney.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Peter Borges. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Don't speed up his bat here, Matt. 2 fastballs he blew right.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Here's Oswaldo Arcia, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Back, the designated hitter, Oswaldo
Kyle
Arcia.
Ryan gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this
pitching for
mess
the
out.
Tigers,
He's going to try to at
number
least eat a
58,
couple of innings for his guys.
Ryan.
Yasmani Tomas will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the sixth.
Yasmani Tomas.
Little flare out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard. Striding in once again, Chris Owings. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Borges moving in. He's there and records the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The center fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Jeremy Hazelbaker. And he'll complete the cycle if he can blast one over the wall here. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Upton's under it. 2 gone. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
Goldschmidt.
And that misses for ball 1. 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Runner back safely. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And no messing with Goldschmidt there as he'll take first on ball 4.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Jake Lamb. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and the Diamondbacks are turned away as the inning is over. Ready for another shot now. Justin Upton. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Fielder, Justin Upton.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
The batter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Daniel Murphy. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Drilled to the left side. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. In now is Anthony Rendon. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Now a flare out to left center. In there, a base hit. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Calhoun.
From the stretch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
That's the 3rd slider in a row. And I'm going to tell you what, I think he'll probably throw 4 and maybe 5 if he needs it.
Ready for another chance? Michael Conforto. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Now, Matt, that's a great pitch. I mean, look, he's in a jam. So what do? You go with the slider that he's probably going to reach for. Good pitch.
And there's ball 1. 1-1. Here it comes. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in to try it again, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Trying to pick things up where we left off, David Peralta. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
He's pitching him with the respect of the power hitting left-hander that he is. If you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me the opposite direction. I like the strategy.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. On the ground up the middle. Backhanded. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Now at the plate, Trevor Story. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Into the windup and the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over.
For the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Ready once again, James McCann. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
James McCann.
First pitch on its way. Way out in front.
We talk about that first pitch and how important it is. Well, we're watching a guy right now that's throwing 80% to the hitters right now. The first pitch for a strike. When you do that, you're going to pitch deep in the games like we're seeing right now.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Darwin Barney.
Standing in, Darwin Barney. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes Peralta. He can't get there as it falls in. Into the box now, Peter Borges. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Popped up. Goldschmidt is there for it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Settling in now, Justin Upton. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First pitch on its way to Upton. It's a swinging bunt up the line, but that one rolls foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. And up next will be Brett Nicholas. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Sent on the ground out to second. Murphy has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Digging in for his second at-bat, Yasmani
Tomas.
Shane Green enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Shane Green.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Borges is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Owings. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. The pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Heading out towards shallow right. Borges on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Second baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play.
That is too good a pitch to make right there with 2 strikes. But he fouled it off. Now you got to stay aggressive and go get him again.
Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. Stepping up now, Anthony Rendon. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Started that swing a bit too early.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with. He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Cole Calhoun is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. He'll try and lead things off here in inning.
Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. So close to extra bases. Swing hard liner to left center. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. First pitch on its way. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short, and that's in there. Base hit. Now at the plate, Jake Lamb. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Lamb.
First delivery to him on the way. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. Barney for 1. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded by Rendon. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Into the box, Michael Conforto. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get down out there near the wall. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Nick Castellanos now 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Hazelbaker has a beat on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base.
Catcher number 34.
At the plate, James McCann. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And here's a ball hit in the air. Story onto the grass. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now in the box, Darwin Barney. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Now the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul.
Back-to-back changeups, and he fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Up with it, Nicholas. But the throw is not in time, and this game isn't over yet.
Up next for the Tigers.
In now, Peter Borges. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Stephen Moya will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
0-1's the count.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.